Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Panacea Sundays, where we'll be talking about the root chakra and getting down to not just the root chakra. Sorry, that was last month. This month, we're going to be talking about the sacral chakra and getting down to the root cause of any illness or disease that we have mentally, physically, spiritually. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Coco, spiritual coach and life coach. I'm just someone here to help you out the most and try to help navigate you through this place called life. So I'm happy to share this information with you. Thank you for tuning in. And let's get started. If you guys don't know what the chakra system is, the chakra system are major energy points that we have in our body that help us feel interconnectedness to ourself and our higher self, our spiritual self, whichever you like to call it. Usually when our chakras are out of balance, it shows up externally in our life, whether it is having stomach issues, having lung issues, having problems with connecting with people or friends. Maybe you're someone that holds grudges. And so it shows up in a lot of different ways. So I'm here to help you kind of debunk and decode a lot of these emotions and feelings and happenings that are just happening in our life. So let's get an understanding of the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra is located in the lower abdomen and is associated with emotions, creativity, sensuality, and pleasure. It plays a vital role in our overall well-being and balance. So, if you guys were in last week's video, we just ended with the root chakra, what the impurities look like, how to heal it, yoga poses, crystals. This week we're going to be talking about, and then last week we started the sacral chakra and we just talked about what it is, exploring the location and color, recognizing the qualities, identifying some like energetic symptoms energetic symptoms and emotional like imbalances. If my voice sounds a little bit weird, is because I wasn't feeling very well. So I think that I'm going through what you would call a spiritual download. When I moved into this place, everything was blue. And that usually means that my life is gonna be correlating more with using my voice and my throat chakra. And I feel if you're a fire sign, you're already using your throat chakra, okay? But this is going to be a little bit different. I'm actually going to be using it to teach you guys and give you a better understanding of who I am as a person, who you are as a person, and who we can be together as a team. A lot of the things that we do on an everyday basis are called for us to use our voices. So I just bear with me if my voice goes out or you see me drinking tea. I just really appreciate it. Thank you. So yeah, now that we know what the sacral chakra, now that we know what the sacral chakra is, let's learn some healing techniques. So techniques for balancing and clearing the sacral chakra. Various practices can help balance and clear the sacral chakra. These may include meditation, visualization, energy healing, and breath work. Engaging in these techniques can help improve blockages and restore a healthy flow of energy in the sacral chakra. Now, that sounds like a lot of work. And if you were here last month, it's almost like, oh my God, like I have to do the exact same things just in a different way. Yes. And a lot of these things are different because when we spoke about the root chakra, we talked about things that make us feel insecure, things that make us feel secure, things that make us feel unstable, things that make us question our reality and why we're confused sometimes, and how when we're not rooted, we make decisions in impulsion. Impulsion. Am I growing up? Is that a new word? And so I'm just joking, you guys. I'm really silly goofy, and it's all the time. And it's what I feel like it. God damn, it's not just gonna be on and off. It's just I'm a person, you're a person, we're just gonna do this together. So it's different things. So again, the sacral chakra has to do with again, the creativity, sensuality, and pleasure and emotion. So a lot of the time what that looks like. So when your sacral chakra is imbalanced, let's see if we talk about this, if I wrote it. I didn't write it in here, but when your sacral chakra is imbalanced in your, let's say, here, let me give you an example, because I feel like when I explain this, a lot of you guys just think I'm using buzzwords, and I'm not. I'm really trying to explain to you what's happening in your body. So what happens sometimes when your sacral chakra is imbalanced, you might feel that you're less desired, or you don't have like a will to do any hobbies. You think that you don't have any hobbies. You think that you're not good at arts and crafts or any type of like spectrums that are outside of the things that you're doing for work. You're more on a mechanical basis and you're not able to create. So a lot of the people who say, oh, well, I'm not good at this, and I wouldn't be good at like, creating like a portrait, or I wouldn't be good at creating like building a house, like a gingerbread house from scratch. And that comes from a lack of, it's like an insecurity that you have embedded deep inside you with the sacral chakra. A lot of the times not feeling desired. That's why it's super important to have a routine, just waking up and having a routine, and just kind of looking at yourself and saying, I'm going to wake up today, brush my teeth every day, wash my face, and there's extents to that. So if you're someone that just likes to wake up, wash your face, brush your teeth, take a shower, that's a great routine, and that's what you have. Some people have more extensive care routines. Some people like to wake up, do a face mask, put, some perfume on, some cologne on, and just kind of, they have like a more extensive routine. And I do believe the more extensive the routine and you can find it beneficial for you, I think that it's going to help you feel more desirable, because you're spending extra time of giving back to yourself. And so I know a lot of people think that just giving back to yourself and self-love is like all a hoax. And I do give back to myself because I fed myself today, or I brushed my teeth today, or I brushed my hair. And it goes so much further into that, because when you care about yourself to a level where you understand that what you put in your body, how you put it in there, I'm not supposed to be smoking weed. I'm supposed to be digesting it in a tincture. There's two different ways that I'm supposed to be using this herb. And even myself, yes, even myself, I abuse myself sometimes. But that doesn't mean that I don't try to give back to myself and drink teas and mullein tea. That's good for you. That gets that mucus out and helps heal your lungs. So it's not about having an extensive routine and how much time you spend on yourself. It's about how willing are you to have an extensive care routine to care about yourself. It's down to a cellular level. If you're just someone, oh my goodness, you guys know what I'm going to say. Let's slow it down. Let's slow it down, because I have a lot to say. If you are someone that just kind of works on like, oh, I took a shower today, that's just external. Wash your face, that's just external. You don't care what you put on your face, you just know that it was taken care of. That's just saying, all right, I'm out the door. I touched it and I'm out the door. It's almost like giving your grandmother a hug. Every time you give yourself self-care, you really love your grandmother. I'm not saying that everyone loves their grandmother. It could be your grandfather. Just imagine somebody that's like older than you, that you just adore, that you would just want to do everything for. You would wait on them hand and foot, okay? It should be the Lord, but we're going to go into something different, okay? So if you were having a conversation with your grandmother and your grandmother's like, I just need you to spend time with me. Time is going by. Just please come spend time with me. And you're just like, okay, grandma, you go over there. Okay, it's been like 5 minutes. Can I leave? You get out of there. It's been 5 minutes. So that's a 5-minute skincare routine or body routine that you have in the morning. You going over your grandmother's house, spending some time with her, asking her how she's doing, what she did today. She might repeat herself. You let her repeat herself. You look at the time. It's been an hour. All right, I'll see you later, grandma. You're going to feel a little bit more fulfilled. You know what's going on in her life. So the next time you see her, she might have said something that will give you some inspiration. She might have told you a joke today. Her calmness or her demeanor just could have changed something inside of you that's unexplainable. And we're going to talk about the unexplainable feeling, because what it is act. Let me stop. Okay, so what that feeling is, it's almost like you're giving back to yourself in a sense. It's like, oh, I have this moment of like gratitude, and it was so fulfilling, and it was so pure, and it was so, like emotional, but still yet intimate, but not passionate. And it's a feeling that you don't want to go away. It's literally like a cozy hug. It's like eating that macaroni and cheese and biscuits and whatever is your comfort food. And so imagine if you're somebody that, and again, it can go toxic as well. You can have such a long skincare routine and a long routine of putting yourself together that other people hate it. And then now you're by yourself. Like, it's like you love yourself so much that other people aren't around. And I think all of us are just trying to find somebody that's going to stick around. through the bullshit, but that's why I'm here, because if you're gonna have them stick around through the bullshit, let's go ahead and work on yourself so you're not bullshit, okay? We don't want you to be the bullshitter, because yeah, you don't want to be the bullshitter. I didn't want to make any more jokes on that. Sorry. But I will say that the more you take care of yourself, it's like spending time with your grandma, and then you're able to appreciate the things that you wouldn't appreciate if you only did it for 5 minutes. So again, you'll see more results doing a skincare routine every day versus you doing it once every other day, once every 3 days, once a week. And that's what I'm trying to get you guys to, that every day type of deal. And it doesn't have to be big things, it could be different things as well, but we'll talk about it later. So let's get into guided meditations and connecting with the sacral chakra. Guided meditations specifically designed to focus on the sacral chakra can be a powerful tool connecting with and healing the energy center. These meditations often involve visualizations, affirmations, and deep relaxation techniques to promote balancing and healing. Okay, I will say when it comes to the sacral chakra, nothing makes me happier than me getting to experience like a different reality of something that, like, if I am somebody that I like to be constantly stimulated, and I don't know if that's a good or bad thing yet. I know some people will say it's bad, some people will say it's good, some people will say they don't know about it just yet, but I'm somebody that constantly like being stimulated, because as I'm stimulated, it gives me more energy. Like, I'm just like, oh, let's do more, let's create more. My brain's like, these are new passageways that you've never even seen before. And I feel like a lot of the time, I hate to say it, when people, this is like, is this a little meditation session? A lot of the times when people experience me, they're experiencing it something new. And because I'm somebody that gets to interact with them, there's this like, there's no fear there, right? They're like, oh, you're a person, but like, I'm a person too, versus you going outside and experiencing like a whole new job, or you being a mom for the first time, or just situations along that caliber. And because when people experience me and I'm something new, and I'm also going to make sure that, like, hey, are you good? Like, let's be receptive. Like, we're doing this together type of deal. People can get a little bit more accustomed to that. So they become more fearful in situations where they shouldn't be, because you gave me a chance. You didn't know who I was. And yet here I am, still standing here at the end of the day. So I feel like you have to give more, opportunities for things to come into your life, and be grateful and open to those opportunities so they can come in and change your life. How I change your life. It's like, you guys get it. Or if you don't, we don't have time. But the type of visualizations that I like to do, certain ones, let me see, what's an easy one? If you're not somebody that likes to meditate and just kind of like sit down and like listen to music, I would say, I hate to say it, but like going to certain movies that I think that my life could be like, I think that that's wonderful. If you want your life to be like something, and you want to bring certain type of visualizations to your life, look at like what your favorite movie, and not, I don't want to say that, don't go to your favorite movie. Choose a movie that is sort of like your life, but like times 10. So like my life right now, people will probably say it's like a movie because I'm doing all the things that I say that I'm gonna do. But I would compare my life to like Legally Blonde, and only because she's somebody that everybody downplays her, and yet she gets everything that she wants and she looks good doing it. So that's how I'm going to compare my life. You guys can choose any type of movie. If you don't want to do that, and you are someone that likes to choose meditation, there is a meditation that you can look for. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it, because I haven't found it in a while, but I thought it was really good. And so now I just use the visualization of my own voice to guide me through it. But if there is a video where there's like a train platform, and you get on the train platform, And you're, first of all, you're going to be relaxing, meditating, doing like your thing, you know what I'm saying, whichever position is more comfortable for you. And again, I'm not going to be teaching you guys these techniques. This is going to be for the people who have already been working on themselves and they kind of know what to do already. If you kind of want to, for me to dig deep in how to start meditating, how to get like, how to get your all of your chakras like balanced, what does energy mean, what does polarization mean, what does masculine and feminine mean. If you guys have these questions, you will have to book with me like outside of this, because this is going to be for the people who are already at that stage of like, okay, I know what these things are, how do I use all these tools to make my life better. So getting into that visualization, you're going to be like in your little meditation station, you know what I'm saying. You're going to be sitting there, you're going to do your deep breathing. And also we went over different type of techniques, I believe, in the first month. So go ahead and check that out. You're going to be sitting there calm. Then they start, music comes on, like, oh, this is what you've been waiting for. This train is coming. You're waiting at the platform. Look around you. This platform is in the middle of nowhere. You don't even see the train tracks until you look to your left. The train's way down and you see it coming past a bridge. And then once this train comes, you look around and you look at the last stop of where you're at. And then you get on the train. And then once you get on the train, the conductor's just going and they're telling you the next stop, the next stop. You see the train stop at a couple places, you don't get off yet, it's not your stop yet, and then your visual, as you're going by, you're seeing your life change and you get into a different dimension. And so what this does is it helps you be imaginative, right? It helps with the creativity. It helps you imagine, like, what does this platform look like? What color were the trees? Was the sun out? Was it dark out? Was it raining out? And then depending on where you're at in your journey, you're going to be able to figure out, anyways, I'm not going to talk about that, but you're going to get to imagine all of these things, what the train looked like, how fast it was going, how slow it was going. And you're going to be able to put yourself in this new reality when you get to this stop. And like I said, this is something that you can do for meditation. So when you get to like this stop of like, oh my God, like I'm finally like at this place and there's these new people. They might not even be people. They might be aliens or extraterrestrials, whatever you want to call it. And I do feel that it's gonna spark something inside you. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be the complete flame, but you're gonna feel something moving. And the only way to keep that flame moving inside of your body is to constantly do something. You have to show up for yourself. You have to be like, you know what, meditation, it did something. I don't know what it did to me, but something felt different. You have to want to go back to that feeling. Sometimes you have to get so sick of the reality that you're living in that sometimes this is the only option. And I don't want it to be like that for you guys. And I don't want you to feel like you have to do something that you don't want to do. And that's why I said this video is for people who are already trying to put in the work and understand what things are about, because what I'm saying to you isn't going to make sense. It's going to make sense in a different way once you do the work. Once you do the beginning work and once you start finding out what things are and you start reading the books, you know what the crystals are, you know what, and I mean the basics. We're talking about amethyst crystal, black tourmaline, what's another one? Rose quartz. These are the crystals that everybody knows. And again, this doesn't have to be like a spiritual thing, but spirituality does come into a lot of it because we just kind of see where the world is at right now. And spiritual coach and life coach here. I'm giving you the lessons, y'all, so just take them. Okay, so I really like to do that visualization because once you get off the platform, it's kind of like, it's a sense of relief. It makes you feel like, oh my goodness, like this can be part of my future. A little bit of the anxiety goes away because you're able to create like an answer for some of like the hard work that you've been doing like this whole way. And so I also wanted to talk about, it said some affirmations as well. Let me see. Okay. Let me look this up really quick. All right, don't do that. And I might do some affirmations after this just because, Mm, ooh. And like I said, I might do some of these after, just because yeah, I did the last video, like the last two videos, I think it was 2 videos ago, and I really like that. Although I will tell you that there are certain words to use for each chakra, and I'm not really seeing it right now. So I will find some different ones and I'll get back to you guys on that. I'll have them posted on my PayHip, which is in my link tree, which is going to be on my Instagram. Sorry, you guys, everything is going to be on my Instagram. It's going to be on my link tree. I don't have my link tree posted everywhere. But there are affirmations that are going to make you feel just a little bit more connected, you know, just also believe in yourself. Once you start healing your root chakra and you start working on your sacral chakra, there's going to be a point where you're going to feel like a little kid again. That's the point where these are like the things that make you feel again like enjoyable, desired. That's why taking care of yourself. There hasn't been a time where I feel like you guys haven't taken a shower and got yourself dressed up and you weren't feeling yourself. It might have been the outfit on the inside, or you might have been going through something, but you know that shit was hitting. You knew it was hitting. You knew when you woke up, you were like, today's the day I'm about to put my shit on, whether it's your birthday, somebody else's birthday, any type of celebration, a baby shower, wedding, whatever it is. You ate that shit up and you felt good at the end of the day. It felt like you were on your best game. And so dealing with your sacral chakra, that's what it's going to feel like most of the time. But a lot of people ignore what makes them feel good. You know what I'm saying? And I want to talk a little bit more like on the sensual side and sexuality. When you guys feel undesired, that has a lot to do with the sacral chakra. So when you're randomly sleeping with people, or you want validation and you sleep with somebody, or you think that they're going to like you because you sleep with them, or you know what I'm saying? It's not just about giving it up. It's also the reason behind why you're giving it up. That's why a lot of people have issues with prostitutes and hoes and sex workers, because like, oh, they're giving it up and they're paying for sex. You guys give it up for free every day, hoping that somebody's gonna like you more. Okay, you give it up and thinking like, oh my god, well, you know, I'm sexually chained to like this person. And then let's talk about the sexual ties that you have on top of that. Okay, because when you have sex with somebody, now you have all the energy and demons that they're dealing with and everything that they're going through, whether they just slept with somebody who just their grandma just died and they just had sex with that person because they had some pity pussy. And then now you're having sex and now you're feeling like, oh, why do I feel, oh, I'm just not feeling it today. They stole your energy most likely. And I'm talking to the women out there. You know what I'm talking about. I'm so funny because I'm like, when is this? When is this? Who's the person that is going to reach where I'm just like, you know what this is talking about, but it's to you. Stop. They're not going to like you more. Most likely they feel that you're building your energy up. So once you want to have sex with them again, and this is for men too, that women can steal your energy too. Women can sense when you're on your high. They know how to mess up your day. It's vice versa. We're all people. We know what the buttons are. So I do want to say that you'll start being more sexual and less caring of who it's with. And maybe you might masturbate a little bit more, or you might, and these are like these are signs. I'll just say that. These are signs that you have low vibrations, is when you're doing all this and not caring who you sleep with, not getting, you know what I'm saying? You guys know what I mean, just by being reckless and discreet, okay? And we don't want to do that. So some visualizations, affirmations, and deep relaxation techniques. You guys can also get more massages, like more body massages. Body massages are very sensual. People are touching you. It's kind of like an intimate place, especially because you're like naked on a bed. Ugh. Kind of scary, but they're wonderful. I'm the last person to talk about that. I could get naked almost anywhere. But yes, relaxation massages, deep relaxation massages, maybe some deep body tissue massages, because a lot of the feelings that you're going to have are going to be associated again in that area where it's between like your belly button and like your pelvis line. It's like right in that area. So yeah, let's talk about introductions to crystals, essential oils that support the sacral chakra and healing. Certain crystals, such as carnelian, orange calcite, or moonstone, are believed to resonate with the sacral chakra energy and can be used for healing purposes. Similarly, dang, you guys get it. Essential oils like ylang-ylang, orange, and jasmine can be used in aromatherapy to support the sacral chakra balance and well-being. Um, that was great. I feel like that's all I need to say about that. I think that you guys have a real good understanding of what these crystals are. Again, carnelian, orange calcite, or moonstone resonate with the sacral chakra. I really enjoy moonstone. I have multiple moonstones. Moonstones bring like new opportunities for me and make me more intuitive. They help me attract the things that I want and kind of just like it's at an energetic level though. It's not like, oh, I want a brand new Mercedes car and the car comes to me. It's more of like the type of experience I'd like to have, and I think about it in my head, and I wear moonstones or I carry moonstones or set my intention with that stone. It just becomes a little bit more prevalent. It's just like, oh, this was the type of experience I was looking for. I was looking for a chill night and here it is. So it's more like on that type of energetic basis. Um, Also, I'll say essential oils like ylang-ylang and orange. Again, orange dealing with the sacral chakra because it is orange. And orange, you guys, is the only fruit that is its color. So that should say something. We're gonna talk about that. And it's the same with the sacral chakra. Like, it's something we like to be desired as people, and I feel like people don't feel as desired because you guys aren't taking time out to care about yourself. Like, there's no way that you can think that you should be treated like a god or a goddess, and you don't even treat yourself like a god and goddess. Like, if you're someone that rarely eats fruits and vegetables, rarely has any type of accountability, doesn't do any type of reflection work, like, I'm sorry to say, there needs to be healing done in some of those areas. But I do want to say with the color orange, the colors red and yellow make orange. So red is root chakra and yellow is solar plexus. So it's a combination of the two. The solar plexus is actually what illuminates our body. Those are the things that are going to like create like the happiness. It's also the meridian point of our body. Yellow is also the happiest color that I'm pretty sure anyone could ever think of. And it is also a primary color, but I do want to say, so it's red. Isn't red? Red is also a primary color too. So also black people, you're orange and not red. I found that out. I mean, you're orange and not brown. Orange is brown. Yeah, you get it. So maybe that's why we're so desired. Anyways, you guys, I'm just messing around. But I do want to say with it being like both of those colors, it's a combination of both. It's things that make you feel secure, and it's a combination of things that make you happy. The things that are going to make you the most happy are probably what? The things that you desire the most. And if you are having trouble deciding what you desire, if you're not at work, what's something that you'd rather be doing? If it's sleep, you most likely need to give yourself self-love by taking more naps and giving yourself more rest. If the first thing that you said, other than working, was to play video games, that lets me know that you are wanting to be in a space where you can be creative. Video games is a great outlet, but it's not necessarily like the most organic outlet that I feel like we can give ourselves. So maybe some painting, drawing, some crafts, some sculpting, maybe glass blowing. You guys need to be constructive with your hands, if anything, and be able to put your imagination to the test. And so if you don't know how to be creative on your own, now they have like a bunch of things at stores. We can put together gingerbread houses, or they have like little pamphlets online. Maybe that's something that I can do for people who aren't creative. What can you do? Actually, no, my sister used to do like origami. You guys don't have to be good at these things to do it. Like, this is not a talent show. It's not for you to go back and be like, look at what I just made. I'm somebody that's like that because I'm just like, I didn't know what I was doing today. Let me show you what I did. And a lot of people think that again, it's supposed to be something like a show and tell, and it's not. So I'm sorry that school conditioned us to kind of think like when we have creative ideas or creations that it's supposed to be like a show and tell thing, and people are embarrassed because the next person has a cooler art project. Or it's not a competition in life. If you want to paint boards or chop wood, and that's what you do that, baby. If you know how to make tea bags and everybody else is cutting slicing fish and you're the tea bag maker, you make the tea bags and just keep being creative with those tea bags. Okay. um Next, I would like to talk about yoga poses and movements to activate the balance in the sacral chakra. Specific yoga poses and movements can help activate the balance in the sacral chakra. Poses like the bound angel, pelvis tips. I said pelvis tips. Pelvis tips, tilts. I'm even still saying it wrong because I thought it was so funny. Pelvis tilts or hip opening poses can stimulate the energy flow in the sacral chakra area and promote healing. Let me tell you guys something. When you're operating with the lower chakras, these are the upper chakras, like you get it, crown, third, throat, heart, right? When you're operating in the lower chakras, so that is solar, sacral, root, if these are off, most likely you're probably moving like low vibrational. You're not trusting the people around you. Like, you're all for yourself. You're most likely in fight or flight mode. You don't know how to make decisions. And even when you do, the decisions are like based off of like the things that you want instead of the things that you need. And for the people that are a little bit more complex, like, no, I do the things that I need all the time and I pay my bills on the time. Yeah, but what type of foods are you eating? Let's go back to that daily routine. What does that look like? What does your daily routine look like? What does it look like when you show up to love other people? Because I keep telling people the love is to love the other person. And I'm guilty of this because I be taking my love away when I'm upset. But that's because most of the time people don't create solidarity with me, and they don't tell me like, hey, we're in this for the long haul and this is how I like to work on it and da da da. I get it. Sometimes we can have conversations with people and sometimes we can't, but it's the fact that people can't tell me in a straight way what things are. So I get into this place of, oh, I'm gonna ask myself 5,000 times. None of us are healed. We're all healing, you feel me? So that's my issue. I feel like people don't reassure me, especially if things change in a major way and you don't tell me that we're still on the same path. That creates like some how would I put it? It's like it creates, I guess, fear. It creates fear for me. I wanted to get down to the root point. It creates fear because we're not able to be on the same page, but yet you still want me to be on the same page with you. You're saying, oh, nothing's changed. Bitch, we just had a whole fucking conversation about, sorry. Obviously, this is specific, but you guys know where I'm getting. If you just had a conversation, let me give you an example. If you're in a relationship and this person, let me actually use something different. No, because everyone's been in a relationship before. If you've been in a relationship, and let's say that you guys had a conversation about going over, you guys are together and you're like, okay, you know what, for the holidays we're gonna go over our parents' house. I think that we should go by ourselves and then have one together. And you're like, okay, that works. And then one of you guys parents calls and say, hey, I want us all to be together for the holidays. Go ahead and bring your significant other, don't show up by yourself, da da da. And then the person comes back and say, hey, my mom said we should all have Thanksgiving over there and it should be like a great time. And then in my eyes, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to go based off of what you guys would do. I'm just giving you an example based off of what I would do and what it looks like. So in my eyes, I'm going to think, okay, so you're telling me this information because what? Things are changing or things not changing? But sometimes people are so insecure or they don't want to give you the extra validation for whatever reason. I don't care what it is. It's because they think that they're still on the same page. In my eyes, you giving me that extra information, do we change what we're doing Or do we go over, like, do we go over your mom's house, or do we just go to our own parents' house and just regard what he says or she says? Sorry. And I feel like a lot of people want to stick on this same route even when new information is given, but you have to bring everybody up to date, you know what I'm saying? And so I also want to talk about being desired. I know we're on a different topic and we're jumping around everywhere, but I feel like if you constantly need to be desired, we were talking about the lower chakras, but anyways, if you constantly need to be desired by people outside of yourself, like if you're someone who likes to be the person that everybody calls, like when shit's going wrong, you might have some control issues, and you probably need to work on your sacral chakra or your root chakra, because there's a sense of security and stability that you find in people asking you for help. It's almost like a little bit of control. It's like, oh, you like to be in control. So with you like being in control, you like how other people see you on the outside. And anyways, that's operating in the lower chakras, and we don't have time for that. But I do want to say that if you are somebody that struggles with feeling desired, most likely is because you don't like who you are. Damn. I mean, it's out. The cat's out the bag. You don't like who you are as a person. You look in the mirror and you probably judge yourself in a bunch of things that probably aren't true. There's probably a lot of narratives that you heard from your past, whether it's your grandma, mother, ex-boyfriend, ex-husband, ex-wife, auntie, whoever it is, and they implanted some things in you that you probably felt were true about yourself. But I hate to say it, a lot of the times we are going to find things that are true about ourselves because we're people and we have the choice to change it. So if you keep doing the same task, they can say, hey, if you're someone that lies all the time, and people say, oh my god, well, you remember the time that you lied on the 17th, and then you're mad? I didn't lie on the 17th. And then like they bring up a screenshot, like, yeah, bitch, you lied on the 17th. You said X, Y, and Z, and you're telling me now that you didn't. And the person gets mad at you, and then you're like, oh, okay, well, you're a liar. Now you're a liar. And if you are a person, and it all depends on what your demeanor is like, right? So if you're someone that's able to be like, you know what, I don't even remember if I said that, or you're like, you know what, I didn't say that, and you show them the screenshot. I'm like, okay, well, maybe I did say that. Like, how do I make this right? Or I'm sorry, I didn't believe, me saying that. That's going to be a different demeanor than someone saying, oh no, I didn't say that. I completely didn't say that. And then you show them, and then they're still angry about it. It's kind of like, okay, so which part are you upset about? Like that you didn't remember, or that you lied about it right now, or that the person brought it up? And so that lets me know that you're operating out of the lower chakras. And again, we got to work on it, but that's something that we're working on. So working on these yoga poses, if you guys can't remember, I'm going to try to post them down in the link below. But opening up your hips is just going to let more energy flow, so you don't feel like life is not worth living. There's things that we can do, and I know in America it's a little bit different and difficult because we're not able to travel and do things that we want because they're working us like slaves. But there's things that you can do that don't cost money that you could still enjoy. And if you are someone that wants to enjoy things at a higher scale, and it stresses you out to like not take that trip, or to not be able to have like that vacation and go visit Maui or spend thousands of dollars, I think it doesn't matter what I think, but generally I would kind of look at how you grew up and the things that you were deprived of, and kind of just look at, okay, well, why do I need to do these things? Of course we want to experience things all the time, but if this isn't the right time to do it, why are you so upset about it? And even if you are, and my sister was just telling me about it because she's somebody that likes to take trips, and she was just like, well, I feel a certain type of way when I don't get to take a trip. She can take a trip whenever she feels like it. She's a mother of 3, almost 4, because she's taking care of a grown man. Anyways, but she is somebody that she takes care of kids. She's in school. She works. You deserve a trip, my darling. I'm talking about to the people who don't got kids, are working. They got somebody, or they don't got somebody to watch their kid. It's just, you guys know what I'm not going to give you 5,000 scenarios, but there's times where I feel like you can reward yourself. And if you feel like you should always be rewarded and you haven't given anything out to be rewarded, that's where you find where you need to go on these extra trips, and you need to go out because you feel like, oh my God, I need to do things outside of myself to make myself feel good. And I'm not saying that we don't deserve that, but when you come back home, how long is it going to be before you feel like you need to take another one of those trips? And then what exactly did that trip do for you? Did it just kind of like, are you just living in the moment? You're just like, oh my God, I can't wait until that trip. And then you go on the trip and you're like, oh, this is what I wanted to do. And then you get like shit-faced drunk, and then you're not even using the time to relax, and you have to go back to that same work schedule. It's almost like it's a cycle, but we'll talk about that difference, a bigger cycle than what we're explaining. And I did say that I wanted to bring a whiteboard out so we could talk about some more of this stuff. Dang, I've been talking for 40 minutes, y'all. I didn't even take a breath. I was like, wait for like 1 second when I was looking, but haven't even taken a breath. But last, we're going to talk about affirmations. Affirmations and mantras for healing the root chakra, or for healing, the sacral chakra. Affirmations and mantras are positive statements or phrases that can be repeated to shift and reprogram the mind. Utilizing affirmations and mantras focused on the sacral chakra can help rewire negative thought patterns, boost self-confidence, and enhance the flow of creative energy. So again, I want to talk to you guys about the type of affirmations that you can use. You can use the I am statements, but I was trying to find a different template. I'm trying to figure out what they're called because I tried looking them up, but then I forgot it like on my last phone and stuff. So I'm just really trying to figure out what they were, because it's like I am, I will. Let me see. If I can look this up with you guys on here. If not, we'll just talk about some of the affirmations that you could use and just reassuring yourself. Sometimes you don't even need other people to reassure yourself. You can reassure yourself. Let me see. Okay, let's see if this is it. Okay, so I feel is going to be the sacral chakra. So I feel safe, I feel secure. The root chakra was I am. When you feel something, remember, I feel a lot of women are connected with their sacral chakra and their desires and the things that we want. That's why we fantasize all day about love and relationships. And people are like, why are you guys we're emotional and we don't know why we're made this way. This is just how we're made. So going into like the I feel, some of the affirmations that I did have some affirmations on here. I think we should do some together. I think this would be a good closing because I've been talking you guys' ears off. I hope that you like this, but a lot of the sacral chakra has to do with how you feel, what your emotions are like, feeling desired, that's self-confidence. So I really think it's important that you guys need to hone in and figure out who you want to be as a person. I was literally just telling my best friend, I was like, you can be anybody in this world. First of all, don't choose to be no lame ass, whack ass bitch. Like, I'm hella funny because why would I say that? But no, I talk to her like that, so I love her. Let me see. So yes, I do have some affirmations for y'all. Okay. Sorry, you guys. I'm getting like some messages. I'm so confused. I feel like such an old person. How do I use this email? Am I on the wrong email? Let me see. I was like, am I on the wrong email? Let me see. Doody-doo. But yeah, I hope you guys have been having a very wonderful week. Or I don't want to say week, a very start to your month, middle of the month. Because I feel like, yeah, there's just been a lot going on, and I want you to know that I care about you. That's why I want to give you guys this information. It does come off very harsh. But sugarcoating it, to be honest, you guys probably been hearing everybody saying, oh, it's okay, and you know, you can work on yourself, and you should just take some time for yourself. I'm here to tell you that you haven't been taking time for yourself, so when are you going to do it? It's annoying. It's annoying me that I'm not taking time for myself, and so now I have to like redirect what my life it looks like because I'm always looking for love, you know what I'm saying? Ugh. I'm always looking for love, and I'm just like, damn, I could be in a relationship, and I want the man to lead, and I want him to do this, and I want him to do that, and I want him to do that, and I want him to do that. I can't have him do anything if I'm not doing anything. Okay, so just get on your campaign. Get on your campaign. But let's do some affirmations together. Affirmations are a great way to build your self-confidence because the more you repeat something, like I'd be like, damn, I'm fine. Damn, I'm fine. And every day I'd be like, sometimes it just be rolling off the tongue. Like, you're beautiful. Yes, I know. Damn, I'm fine. You know, so you guys get it. If you don't get it, you'll get it when you start doing these affirmations with us in 3, 2, 1. Okay. I feel worthy and deserving of unconditional love, and I accept love. I feel open to I feel open to give and receive love without conditions or expectations. I feel surrounded by love and support from those who love and cherish me. I attract the perfect partner who loves me unconditionally for who I am. I feel grateful for all the love that I have in my life, and I am open to receiving more. I release all negative beliefs and emotions that block me from receiving unconditional love. I feel I am worthy of receiving love that is pure, authentic, and unconditional. I am a loving and supporting, I am in a loving and supporting relationship that nourishes my soul. I feel confident in my ability to love and to be loved unconditionally. Sorry, guys, that was a little bit like rocky. These are some of the affirmations that you can use. I do have affirmations when it comes to unconditional love, anxiety, being a mom, single dad, being a Black woman, being a Black person in general. I have all these different type of affirmations. Again, you guys can hit me up, or you can go to my PayHip, or whichever it is. Just contact me and I'll get the information out. Sorry I don't have more information out. I need to do more because yeah, there's people who I feel like who need it, and I feel like I didn't know where to look when I needed it. So I'm here for you, and I really hope you guys like these videos. I'm doing my best to get them out on Sundays so you guys can watch them and just kind of get a better sense of yourself, the people around you, and really just understand that this is a long healing game. This isn't something that just is going to change in one day, and that's why I'm here with you every week, teaching you something new, giving you more information, telling you that I'm here with you. And yeah, I love you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.